Hi, I was wondering if you could comment on the difference between working with sort of a singular emotional occurrence, like getting angry because you're stuck in traffic, or upset because your waiter never comes to the table, versus
I see. Upset you're not, I see.
versus like a pervading emotional disposition, like pervasive depression, pervasive anxiety, how working with those dispositions might differ than working with the singular event, more or less.
Oh, I see, yes. Thank you. That's a good question. I think, in my opinion, and how I understand from the teachings, from the Buddha, for example, is that any experience we have with emotions or thoughts, right, they are a single moment experience, right? When you experience, let's say, anxiety or depression or fear, let's say, when we have that experience and you're having that now, right, in this moment, you're feeling that. And so if you can see that, I have a feeling here of anxiety, or I have a thought of anxiety, I have a thought of depression, then you can see it's kind of like, in a way, a momentary experience, And so when you work in that moment with that experience, you can actually release that kind of negative energy and connect with more of the pure quality of that mind's experience.
So you wouldn't see much of a difference then between working with the two?
Well, I think in terms of method, you can have a different approach, right? Different approaches.
You can
have a different methods to deal with them, like a single event of emotions, like when you have a strong anger in that moment, like, what was your example?
getting stuck in traffic, or your waiter not showing up for 45
Right.
minutes. Yeah.
Right. In that moment, I think we just need to deal with our anger to cool down, right? We need to deal with our anger to cool down and see the process there of our feeling angry and what have you. But then when you're dealing with depression or anxiety, it's a long-term commitment of working with that kind of mental state.
Okay.
Whereas the other one is like
Yes.
instantaneous, right? So whether you succeed there or fail, that's it, in that moment, so you really have to apply one method there. Whereas anxiety or depression is a little bit longer lasting, and so it's nice. We have a lot of time to work with that.
Lots of opportunity for practice with the...
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.